Welcome to DABCC Radio,
where smart people listen.
Virtualization and Cloud Talk,
Featuring cutting-edge solutions from the hottest companies around the globe.
broadcasting from the DABCC offices in sunny Sarasota, Florida.
Surrounded by computers, books, and Legos. Your host, Douglas Brown.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of DABCC Radio. Today, I'm very excited to have Timo from IGEL with us. And Timo's a great guy. I've known Timo for a long time, and he is our VP of Operations within the Customer Experience team at IGEL, and somebody I get the great pleasure of working with from time to time, or actually quite often. And wonderful guy. He's been with IGEL for a long time, and today he's going to share with us a bit about a new program IGEL has, or an extension of a program IGEL has called the TradeUp Program. So it's a great way for old customers with older operating systems and thin clients and devices to get to the latest version in a very cost-effective manner. So I'm really excited and looking forward to this, and maybe I can get Timo to share a bit about the customer experience team too, because I think this is really exciting what IGEL's doing around customer experience. And anyone out there listening, you probably know that the job one in business in any company today is really customer experience and customer care and customer love, right? And Timo and I are very happy to be part of that group within IGEL that's tasked with just that and more. So let's see if he can talk a bit about that. So with no further ado, here's my interview with Timo from IGEL. Okay, Timo, thank you so much for doing this with me. I'm really excited. We've never done a podcast together. I've known you for a long time. So this is I'm sort of looking forward to this.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Doug. Me too. So it's a big honor to do that with you. And thanks for your invitation.
Well, great. So we have a very interesting topic today. We have IGEL's Trade-Up Program, and I actually did a podcast with Simon Richards, our boss, right? He's your boss too, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah, and so that was sort of like Trade-Up 1.0, right? And now we're sort of interested in entering Trade-Up 2.0, maybe? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, you can say it like this. So basically, it's the same Trade-Up than before, but we extended it. So, I would like to talk with you about the extended version and about the Trade-Up in general. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, before we get there, sometimes I get ahead of myself. Imagine that. And so for those who don't know you, can you tell us who's Timo and what do you do at IGEL?
Yeah, of course. So my name is Timo Siedenberg. I started at IGEL in 2004, and my first job within IGEL was to create business in the Nordics, so in Scandinavia, and I did that from 2004 until 2012, so more or less 8 years. That was very successful, and we meet there as well a couple of times at different shows in Norway and Sweden, Citrix user groups. And then I became the director of the channel in Europe. And in 2017, I worked the first time together with Simon Richards, so as a sales director. And in 2019, we founded this new group within IGEL, the customer experience team. And I changed to that team with Simon Richards as my boss. So, and there I'm the VP of customer operation. And it was a very good decision to do that. There's a lot of things to do, and this group is a very important part of the company and is becoming more and more important nowadays. So my private life, I'm married. I have 2 boys, 2 and 8 years old. I love football. Obviously the wrong team, Schalke 04, not very successful at the moment, but I will survive. So that's it about me.
That's great. Yes, I remember meeting you way back when. I went to Sweden first in 2003. So, and then I was back almost, every few years I'd head up there. So we have a lot of mutual friends,
Yeah, we have.
So that being said, you mentioned customer experience team, and this podcast is about the trade up. But I want to just real quickly discuss this because, as you said, it's a very important group within IGEL, and I think it's extremely important because at the end of the day, what we want to make is happy customers and partners, and leave people educated, and the whole nine yards, right? So, and that's our job. That's what we're all tasked with. So maybe you can share a bit about the mission and the goals of the customer experience.
Yeah, I think, of course, I can do that. I think it's important to know the history of IGEL a little bit. So, I mean, in former times, we were selling this piece of hardware with our operating system directly on board. The UMS, so the administration tool, was always included. That means for the end customer, it was one shot. So you pay one time, and in the future, you have no running cost. So, and a lot of end customers like that, of course. So, but we changed that. We see ourselves as a software company, and the software was always a big differentiator to other thin client vendors. So we want to be independent from the hardware. And this is what we did. We have now the OS 11, and you can use the OS 11 on more or less every hardware on the market, which is based on x86. It should handle 64-bit systems. And of course, you should test that before. But that means our topic is endpoint management. So we are not a hardware company. We are a software company with our own hardware on board. So we still have the thin clients. Our target customers changed a little bit. So of course, we still have the SMB market, which is extremely important for us. But the enterprise area is also very important for us, and we are breaking into that area. And therefore, we needed special things, and we had to make changes within our company. So we had to create services. Therefore, we have the advanced service team who can deliver health checks, for example, who can deliver a TRM, a technical relationship manager, who can help the customer with a rollout, with a quick start. Then we have a training course on web-based, so e-learning. We never had that before. We restructured our support. So we have nowadays 3 support level. The select ones, which is included into the maintenance. We have priority and priority plus. So, and that was always what enterprise customers were asking. So we need 24/7 support. Do you have that? Oh no, we don't have. So now we have that. So you have to pay for that, for the priority and priority plus. But this is now completely new structured. We hired a lot of people. We hired the quality. We trained these guys. So we have now a very good support in place. And we even can offer this 24/7, for example. So we are much faster than before. So we have the great community, which was, Doug, you know that. You founded that in 2017, which was more than 5,000 attendees right now. So, and we have the renewals and onboarding team. Fantastic. So the onboarding team is giving a 45 minutes free onboarding for new end customers to show them the right way how to work with IGEL. So how to activate my licenses, who do I have to reach out if I need support, and so on. So a lot of great services. So, and this customer experience team, we're talking about 4 pillars: advanced services, community, the support, and the renewals and onboarding team. So a lot of things changed with our product. So we, as I said, completely independent from any hardware. And we have much more services than before. So I would say we are enterprise ready. Of course, we are measuring our NPS score as well, which is the Net Promoter Score. So one single question, would you recommend IGEL or respectively the products from IGEL to your friend or colleague? 10 is the highest, 0 is the worst thing. The highest rate that you can get is plus 100 as a customer, and the worst is minus 100. So we are at the moment at 42, which is in the same range than Apple, for example, and Microsoft. So I guess we are in a good neighborhood there. And IGEL is becoming a software company, or is already a software company, and very service-minded. So that was a little bit longer than I planned to, but I'm very excited about the whole topic. So I hope that's okay.
No, that was perfect, Timo. That was absolutely perfect, and I think that our department is a department that not everybody knows about, right? So it's really great that you took the time to actually give a very detailed answer.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So let's get into the trade-up program. So maybe you can describe first of all what the trade-up program is, and then what's new in it.
Yeah, of course. So our latest operating system is called OS 11. It's in the market since, I would say nearly 1 year, a bit more. And of course, we have a big customer base that is using still OS 10 and is using still LX5, and even a few customers are using LX4. So, and we invented this trade-up program to motivate customers to switch to OS 11 as fast as they can. And the reason is that they should take the advantage that this new operating system is bringing. So you have, for example, license portability, which you do not have before. You have access to the work from home package. The MMCP is included, so this is a multimedia codec pack. So you have new protocols, for example, for Windows Virtual Desktop, for Amazon Workspace, so for Google. There are a lot of things included that you will not get with OS 10. So custom partition is now available in the Workspace edition. So, and a lot of things more. So there's a lot of reasons to change to OS 11. And as I said, to motivate the customers to do that, we invented this trade-up. And the trade-up is very easy explained. If you are using IGEL products, then you should see them in your UMS in the administration tool. So you can see exactly how many endpoints from IGEL or how many IGEL licenses you have. And you can buy exactly the same amount of OS 11 licenses if you send us the screenshot. So this is the evidence. So we will trade you up to OS 11, and you only have to pay for 3 years maintenance, and we will give you the Workspace edition, which is including, of course, OS 11 on top. And this is a top offer. So especially now at the end of the year, here and there's a little bit budget over, so you can really do a good investment and save a lot of money. So that is the trade up. The difference to the old trade up that we had is there we were supporting customers who were on OS 10 and Linux 5. To give you a time frame, Linux 5 was released mid of 2013, so 7 years old, nearly, or no, a bit over 7 years. And now we extended that to Linux 4. So, and that was released in June 2009. So now we have a spectrum of 13 years of IGEL customers who can upgrade to OS 11 with only purchasing the maintenance for 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. This is up to the customer. And I think this is a very fair and, I have to say, fantastic offer.
I think it's fantastic also. And I was going to ask you who's this targeted, but it's really targeted at any customer that's running Linux 4, version 5, or version 10, right?
Exactly. It's any customer. Size doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter if you have 5 licenses or 5,000 or more. There are no limits. We will run this trade up at least to the end of June 2021. So we will monitor that quarter by quarter, but to that time, it's guaranteed.
Perfect. Can a customer combine trade up with other discounts?
No, it's a fantastic offer. So we will not grant any other discounts on that.
Makes sense. What about when you explain the customer experience team, you mentioned our support programs, and we have more support programs now than we've ever had, and we've really enhanced that department. So can they add, does this come with support? Do they add support? How does that work?
So if you are in maintenance, you have the select support included. That means you can open a ticket at IGEL Technology directly, and we will answer that within 2 days, or at the end we will react within 2 days, and of course hopefully answer it successfully. That is included, and Priority and Priority Plus support, that is an extra purchase you have to do.
Can they buy more than 3 years of maintenance?
Yeah, they can buy 4 and or 5 years. So 3, 4, or 5 years. That's up to the customer.
Perfect. And you mentioned earlier that sort of the proof of this is you'll just send a screenshot. How do they find this information? What if they lost this information?
I mean, there are a few ways to bring the evidence. Of course, you can send in the original order, but I think as we are now talking about a time frame of 13 years, that could be a big challenge. So the easiest thing really is to open your UMS and to do a screenshot of the UMS, because there you can see how many licenses are in your system. So, and just send us a screenshot. Then we know customer X Epsilon is working with whatever, 500 IGEL licenses. Doesn't matter if it's Linux 4, 5, or OS 10. And then you are good.
That's really neat. You don't really have to have proof of purchase. Just show that it's running, and we know you bought it, right?
Exactly. So we don't need the original order. If that is existing, perfect. But the screenshot is enough.
Perfect. So let's say they have a bunch of Linux 4 and 5 devices. The devices are quite sort of long in the tooth, right? They're old. Can they buy hardware with this too, or is this just licenses?
Yeah, but this is, it's not a must. So we have the situation that the younger generation of the LX5 IGEL hardware, they can handle 64-bit. So with these devices, you can work with OS 11. To give you a time frame, all devices that was purchased before April 2016, they are 32-bit, so that means they cannot handle OS 11. So the customer has to make sure that he has an hardware, and that could be an old PC or a laptop, or of course he can buy a new IGEL thin client from our nowadays series. The only thing that you need is really a hardware that can take the 64-bit, the OS 11, and then you are good. So it's not a must, and that is very important to know, to buy new IGEL hardware that the customer can take part at the TradeUp program. So this is all about licenses, but you need hardware that can work with the OS 11, so with 64-bit system.
Perfect. If somebody, this is I think we're almost done. I know what I need to know, really. But if somebody wants to learn more, where do they turn?
So if they need more information
Yes.
this.
Or if they want to sign up, or they just hey, this sounds great to me. What do I need to do?
I think the easiest way is really to contact your sales rep, because they are all trained on that. They can ask the question to our sales reps. Of course, we will inform the channel as well. And if there should be questions that cannot be answered by our very good sales guys and our very good channel partners, then of course they can contact me directly. So I will answer it with lightning speed, Doug, with lightning speed.
Lightning speed. I love it. Timo, did I leave anything out? This program's actually quite new to me too, right? As you mentioned, the community, I live in the community. And so a lot of the stuff that you guys are doing, I sort of learned about on podcasts. Shouldn't say that, right?
I mean, the only thing that I would really to add is if you do not work with the original IGEL hardware, please test it. Yes. That is important. Make sure that OS 11 is working on your hardware. Doesn't matter if it's PCs, laptops, competitive thin clients, or older IGEL thin clients, so the thin clients in the range of April 2016. Make sure that it works before you buy a bigger amount. That can save a lot of time, I guess. Test it and then go for it.
You got it. And you can definitely, for the folks listening, you can definitely download the free trials of OS 11 and try that out. So always test. Thanks for bringing that up.
And one thing I would like to add, another thing that I would like to add, if Please. Customers are not sure if their environment is ready for OS 11, then we have our advanced service team, and we have a special program, so a special service that you can buy, where our solution architects will check your environment. If it's ready for OS 11, then you have this guarantee that you can go for it. So I think that's a very cool thing, and it's price-wise not very expensive. So it's good quality, and that's important information, I guess.
You got it. In the age of COVID, I imagine this is all done virtually. What does that entail? Can you give more info on that?
Yeah, we will. At the moment, even if I love face-to-face contact and to be on site, to be in the customer environment and to see people, and at the moment that is very difficult, as you can imagine. So we do more or less everything virtual, but that is working quite well at the moment. So we adapted quite good to the situation, and there's not really a big loss of quality. As I said, if you have meetings face-to-face, that is something different, but we can handle that in a virtual way. Absolutely.
Perfect. Timo, thank you so much. This is short and sweet, to the point. Definitely, folks listening, reach out to your IGEL sales folks, your channel partner. Contact Timo. You can always head into the community and contact me too. I would definitely point you in the right direction. And this is a really great deal, especially for those customers that are running some of the older devices and want to get up to speed on the latest technologies. I know, one of the great things about IGEL is our products run so well that they run so long, right?
Absolutely.
But sort of a good and a bad thing for us, I guess. But really, the latest technologies are faster, more features and benefits, and they're modern, right? So there's many different technology reasons why you would want to upgrade. So definitely check out this program. I'm really glad that you guys created this, Timo. This is absolutely amazing.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Doug. A few last words from my side. Thanks a lot for your time and for arranging that. And to all people who are listening, stay healthy, be careful. And if you have any questions, reach out and I will answer.
Perfect. On that note, thank you again, Timo.
Thank you.
Okay, so that concludes another successful episode. Thank you very much, Timo, for taking the time to explain to us this TradeUp program and also a little bit about the customer experience team at IGEL and what we're trying to do in making happy customers. And it's quite neat. I love working with Timo. He's a really great guy, and I got to meet him years ago in Sweden, and he always used to look at me sort of funny. Who's this loud American guy? So now we got to really work together, and he's just an absolutely great guy. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you're an IGEL customer, definitely check out what's going on here in this with this TradeUp program. And it's a great way to get those older devices up to speed and take advantage of the new technology and benefits within OS 11 and then, of course, beyond. So what else do I say? But thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you stay safe and well. It looks like we're back on lockdown 2.0. It's better than the previous lockdown. It's new and enhanced with new features and benefits. In Germany, it's really not that bad, to be honest with you. One thing I can't do is go to a restaurant or to a club. I did like restaurants, but I was never a clubber. So that really didn't hurt me. I'm a nerd. I can sit at home all day long, all night long, and be totally happy doing my computer thing and chatting with guys like you, folks like you. So with no further ado, I'll just say thank you very much for listening to DABCC Radio. And have a wonderful day, everybody.
CC?
DABC.
Say it again, DABCC.
DABC.
Can you say it again, DABCC?
DABC.
How about DABCC?
DABC.
DABCC.
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 DABCC.